We're hearing about an audacious Ukrainian attack that's been about a year and a half in planning. They're calling it Operation Spider's Web. It is a significant attack. We're talking about, according to, you can see this is the drone attack on one of the aircraft, 40 Russian aircraft, including some of its strategic bombers that Ukraine's security services have confirmed that have been damaged, on fire, on 4 different runways across Russia, some 6,000 kilometers from Kyiv into deep Siberian territory. This is something that's, well, footage was released actually by the SBU in the past few hours. This is Russia's Belaya air base in Irkutsk in Siberia. A drone being monitored as it struck the aircraft. We're also hearing of almost 500 drones smuggled into Russia, hidden in cabins close to the airfields. That's how it's been carried out. And the Russian Defense Ministry describing it as a terrorist attack using drones against airfields. Let's bring in Emmanuel Shaz, our correspondent in Kyiv. Emmanuel, good to see you this evening. These are extraordinary details coming out. Tell us your understanding and assessment of events.
Well, the video started circulating this afternoon here in Ukraine, and people simply couldn't believe what they were saying, because on screen shared by Ukraine Defense were pictures of Russian heavy bombers in flames. This is actually something that the Russian Defense Ministry also confirmed. Those attacks were confirmed both by the Ukrainian intelligence, which carried it, and by the Russian Defense Minister. And as many as 40 heavy bombers, including those triple F-95, the ones that carry the missiles that almost daily target Ukrainian cities, Ukrainian civilians, under the pretext of targeting military targets here. So those planes have been destroyed as well in huge quantity. This is really an unprecedented attack by Ukraine. It was a year and a half in the making. It was overseen by the head of the Ukrainian intelligence, Vasyl Malyuk, and by President Zelensky himself. The code name of that operation is web, like a spider web, and really this is something that Ukrainians have been talking about the entire day, and this day came after last night. We've had again over our heads here in Ukraine over 472 drones and a few missiles also thrown by Russia. So we see that just one day before the new round of talks in Istanbul, we see absolutely no decrease in the amount of fighting, but also this unprecedented attack. And, you know, just as the US President Donald Trump kept on saying to Volodymyr Zelensky that Ukraine had no cards, Kyiv proved once again that it did have agency, and it was able to take initiative and to achieve success when it uses its own weapons. FPV drones, first-person view drones, were sent by the hundreds into Russia. They were carried in trucks, and then at the very last minute, thousands of kilometers away from Ukraine, they flew and they attacked at least 5 military air bases in Russia, causing tremendous damage from what we can see from the video. So that's a very successful operation for Ukraine.